So Sandeep, I want to talk about CPO.
Okay.
It was funny, the discussion about CPO has been around forever, and there was a large GPU conference that literally it got everybody talking about it. Can you give us the lay of the land about it? Like, when is it really going to be here, and what does it mean to copper, right? Copper's been dying for 10 years, every year. But it just seems like technologies just keep improving, whether it's powered or DSPs, just to keep that going.
No, it's an excellent point that you make. CPO's moment has always been, yeah, it's going to come, it's going to come. Right. But honestly, what has happened is, look, copper will be there for speeds that are currently at 100 or 200 gig. It has the right distance and you know, what we call in SerDes parlance serializer, deserializer for copper. It's really three metrics: power, how far it can go, that's called the reach, you know, and then it's measured in bit error rate as well, how reliably it, you know, bits can be transmitted for long periods of time. But as the speeds have gone from 200 to 200 to 400, the distances that it can go are radically less, and at this point it is an inflection point where some other technology needs to come and take over. And copper had always you know, existed with the what we call the beachfront, which is if you have a single die, there's only so many escapes that copper can make within that die size. But what you saw with Celestial AI, or even our own efforts on the light engine, it has come to a point where you need to move about 14 terabits from an XPU or a switch. And that cannot be done with copper. So with 3D packaging advances in that, and even innovations in how coupling can happen with the optical fibers, that's very close to the silicon. And that has taken time for making sure it can be reliably and volume manufactured, as well as all the stability that it should come up with, whether it's power stable, thermal stable. And CPO's moment is here because of the build out of the rack pod, where the capability of compute has been far expanding, and then connectivity needs to catch up, and optics is right here and right now. And if I just take a look at it, there will be different kinds of modulation schemes, and everything will coexist. You know, you've heard many terms in the industry about modulation, and whether it is, you know, near packaged optics or onboard optics. All of these will exist because of the reliability that is necessary for the data center operators, as well as cost. So I think it will definitely coexist, but a lot more will switch over to CPO over time.
Yeah, one of the key objections that you helped remove along with the industry was the reliability question, right? If one of the modules goes down, it takes down my entire switch. Like, that's unacceptable. And I think you had a very good solution. Cost, I think, was the other. I think it just shows kind of different strokes for different folks. People are looking for different types of implementations to take in, if nothing else, differentiate what they're offering. And I think that's super important.
It's interesting. You got me thinking of Matt Garman last week at reInvent when we were talking about quantum, and he says 5 years away from being 5 years away. But I think co-packaged optics is coming. It's coming a little bit quicker than that.